All right, so in order to properly establish the grip in the holster, one of the first things you actually need to do is know where your grip needs to be at when you're actually shooting. So when you're coming into the holster, your palm's not going to be flat against your side. It's going to be, you're going to come in web high on the back strap, but the palm of your hand needs to come in about like this. So you have the meat here, establishing the back end of that grip, and then you're filling the grip in. So when you're coming into the holster, your thumb stuck out, you're going to come down here. Palm, there's a little bit of a space right in here, but you need to bring the palm in, and it needs to be kind of flat. So you're really kind of coming into the holster like this, if you can see that very well. So I'm going to come into the holster. I'm going to release my safeties with my thumb, high into the back strap, and make sure that your hand is canted in. So right in here. So that way when you come down into the holster, you're getting a good grip. Remember, you need to come in, and it's like a strike, like a cobra's going after a rodent. It's a strike. So, but palm, it's almost like a heel palm to the face, but the heel palm's coming in to the back strap. And this camera angle is weird, so. So Safariland ALS holster. So that's what we're reaching for with the thumb. So if my gun's holstered, I'm going to come in here. Try to get that into the frame. I'm going to come in with the thumb. It's going to grab a hold of the ALS device right here. So that's letting go of my retention. So I'm coming down, letting go, establishing that grip, and then with the thumb, I'm going to release that pressure. So remember, it's a palm strike. So you're going to come in, grab, come in, grab. And a lot of times what you're going to work on is just grabbing that holster, so not even worrying about the retention device. Just come in, grab the holster, come in, grab the gun, making sure this is good and tight, making sure that you come in a strike, like literally the best example I have is for a cobra strike. Snake's coming in a strike. Come in, establish the grip. The grip that you have when you come out of the holster is what you're going to have throughout the rest of the draw process. So if you get this down pat, your grip's going to be good throughout the draw process. So now if that grip doesn't work for you, you're going to have to modify it slightly. So if you have smaller hands, instead of coming in on the top, you may have to come in from the bottom and wrap it around. So somebody with small hands, their grip may be off to a certain degree, just because I've got long, skinny hands. So, but you can come in and you can establish that grip here. So you can come up, grab that way to establish that grip. All right, so hopefully better camera angle. Again, the same thing is you're coming down with the Cobra Strike. So you're coming down, your thumb will release your ALS system here. So come in, strike down. Remember to have your palm out. You're going to have to can it just slightly to wherever it is that you can get that good grip that you're going to need throughout your draw process, especially when you're at full extension. So Cobra Strike down, release, making sure that your the web of your hand is high up, as far up into the back strap as you can get. So just strike down. Now, depending on your hand size, you may have to, as I said earlier, come in up underneath. It's going to depend on how you actually build your grip as you're shooting. So from the holster, if you have to come in and because of the size of your hand, you have to come in and wrap it around so that your trigger finger placement is good right in here. If you have to do that to get a good grip and to build it, then you're going to you should probably do that as you establish your grip from the holster. So you can either do the Cobra Strike or you can come down and wrap it around so your middle finger is coming up and it's getting as high up into the underneath the trigger guard as possible. Come in. So you're going to come in, grip it here, and then build your grip there, and then draw from the holster. So if you're coming underneath, it'll look something like this. This is not what I normally do. I normally come down to go from here. When you're doing this, it's good to simply grip the gun. Put the gun on, walk around the house, get it from playing Xbox, whatever you're doing. You're walking to the fridge, grip the gun. Every time you take a step, grip the gun. Just establish that grip. You'll know when you have a good grip and when you don't. So that last one was pretty good. A couple of the other ones were kind of weak. There was too much spacing in there. But you're just feeling for everything that you can get. So again, building the grip as much as you can in the holster, because that's what you're going to have when you come out of the holster, especially if your draw's fouled somehow. As long as you get a good solid grip there, it's going to play out throughout. Well, that sounds really stupid. So when you're practicing this, again, just establish the grip, release your safeties. Do 10 of these, and then what you want to, once you're comfortable with that, that doesn't work. So come in, grip, 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 grip. So then you're going to basically grip to half clear. It doesn't have to be actually half or anything like that. All you're doing is releasing all the safeties and starting the process of bringing the gun out of the holster. So I'm going to play with the grip, establish the grip, establish the grip, establish my grip, half, half, half. As you build on this, it smooths out. So don't be going, oh my God, I'm so fast. Go slow. Go slow, establish the grip, bring it to half clear. Establish the grip, go to half clear. Establish the grip, come to half clear. Once you're comfortable with that and you've worked on it some more, then you're going to bring it all the way to almost completely clearing the holster. So you're going to come down, you're going to establish the grip, come to half clear, come up further. So it should be, if you can't completely clear it, that's fine. You're just learning the simple process of getting the gun out of the holster. So establish the grip, come to half clear, full clear. Establish the grip, release your safeties, half clear, full clear. Establish your grip, clear. Establish the grip, clear. Establish the grip, clear. So once you've progressed from there, what you can do is actually clear the holster, and then what you're going to do is you're going to drop your elbow. So part of that process is dropping your elbow. All I'm doing is, because my elbow's coming back, elbow back, elbow down. So depending on how you're standing, so let's say I'm standing just like this, I'm going to drive my elbow back like I'm pushing somebody away from me, strike down, release my safeties, half clear, full clear, bring my elbow down. Main thing here is making sure that your forearm ends up being at about parallel. So this, when you break it down, if you break it down into however many steps there are in the draw process, establishing the grip is number one. Number two is clearing the holster or click. This is where if you have a manual safety, that you're disengaging that manual safety. So 1, 2. 1, 2. You can break it down into further steps if you want. Some people like to, especially when you're first learning this or you're readdressing your fundamentals. So just remember, elbow backwards. So you're going to elbow strike somebody that's behind you. Your hand is going to strike like a serpent, or you're going to come up underneath. Half clear, full clear, elbow drops. So this isn't a really good camera angle, but I'm going to try this again. So if I'm standing here, hey man, I'm good, back off, elbow strike to the rear, snake strikes to the grip, establish your grip, release your safeties, half clear, full clear, elbow drops. This is click or part number 2 of the draw process. So elbow back, strike, clear, elbow down. So 1, 2. 1, 2. Go slow. It'll be jerky and blocky to begin with, but as you continue to practice, you'll be able to smooth it out. Try to get a better view. All right, so elbow back, strike down, clear. Keep playing with this stupid thing. Sorry. So just remember, when you're clearing the holster, you don't have to wait until you're all the way up here to clear the holster. As soon as you can clear the holster, you can drop your elbow and bring it up. So to practice, what I recommend that you do is do 10 repetitions for that equals 1 set. So that's 1. So do 10 of these. That's going to be 1 set. Do 3 sets of 10 on just establishing the grip inside the holster. So once you've done those, half clear. I did this repeatedly when I first started, so especially with duty gear, just to get used to this, releasing the safeties and establishing a good grip. So keep in mind how your holster is set up and how it rides against your body is also going to affect where your hand goes. And how your hand ends up establishing that grip. So just keep that in mind. So make slight modifications in how you move your arm, especially your wrist. So come in. So I have to kind of cock my wrist in just a little bit so that way it's a good flat up against the back strap of the gun. Pull it out. So once you've done 3 sets of 10 on coming to half clear, go to full clear. Go slow, get it smooth. You can work out all the blocking movements later as you progress. Good. Screwed that up. So once you've done that, 3 sets of 10, come to full clear. Three sets of 10 to full clear, then start to drop your elbow. So that's your homework. 3 sets of 10 each stage. 3 sets of 10 establishing the grip. 3 sets of 10 come to half clear. 3 sets of 10 come to full clear. 3 sets of 10 coming up to full clear and elbow drop. Homework.